Welcome to episode 159 of the Fully In It podcast. Question for you. Are you the kind of woman who jumps right into a body of water, or do you dip your toes in? Because in today's episode, I'm going to teach you a concept I'm calling the Cannonball. And if you lean into this concept and apply it to your life and business, you will absolutely see radical shifts. Are you ready to get into it? Welcome to the Fully In It podcast with Kate Saffel, a show for powerful moms growing life-changing businesses while showing up intentionally for their families. I teach you how to create a family-first and profitable business in less time by leveraging simple strategy, mom life-friendly systems, and above all, the mindset of going fully in it. You ready? So before we get into this concept, I have to share a story with you, which is going to make this concept make so much more sense. I haven't met a body of water that I didn't want to get into. When we were traveling full time, you better believe I immersed myself in lakes, ocean, waterfalls, pools, springs, and streams. If there was clean water and an opportunity to experience the rush of being in water, my family and I were on it. A few years ago, we were traveling through South Dakota, having just come up from Nebraska. We entered a small town called Hot Springs and promptly began looking for the spring. Some locals directed us to a place off the beaten path outside of town. There were pools of water flowing one into another and cascading into a small waterfall that fed a larger pool of deep water. Like we moms often do, I sat with my youngest, who was only about 4 at that time. Kirk and the girls leaped into the deeper water and swam around. And to be honest, I felt jealous and a bit frustrated. I also wanted to feel free to follow my desire to be submerged in the water. They got their fill, and then hours later, they decided they were ready to leave. And I said, wait a minute, it's my turn. And I made my way the opposite direction, up the spring to the head of it. The water was icy cold because whoever decided to name the town Hot Springs must have been playing a joke. It felt like ice pricking my skin on a hot day. And as I came to the head of the spring, it was a small waterfall, and I completely submerged myself down to my shoulders. It wasn't comfortable, but as I held onto that rock, I felt the power of the water flowing from my hair to my toes, and it was magnetic. I had found the source, and I couldn't help but feel a bit emotional, because in life, we can ignore what we want, or we can venture right up to the source and immerse ourselves in it. You can match power for power and feel that within yourself, or you can hide away from it and tell yourself it's not for you. But you feel that disappointment inside of you every time you deny what it is that you actually want. It's the same way in all areas of our life, but I want to especially highlight the impact of this on your business. Right now, tell me, which one are you? Are you the one who is slowly dipping a toe into your business? You're waiting for life to slow down, or maybe that right masterclass to come along that inspires you. Or you just tell yourself that maybe having a life-changing and successful business isn't actually for you because it would have happened already. Or are you the one who is cannonballing right in? And yes, you're scared and you're facing your fears anyway. You aren't waiting for permission or to be chosen. You know you don't have to be perfect. You just need to take action like today is the only day you've got. And you've got big, important dreams to live out for you and your family. Now, let's be clear. I don't mean being reckless, but I also think some of you have been playing it way too safe for way too long. What I do mean is that you stop tiptoeing around your dreams. What happens when you slowly inch your way into a body of water? It's actually a lot more uncomfortable than if you just jump in right away and completely immerse yourself. You prolong the discomfort when you go inch by inch. I want to encourage you to cannonball straight into your business. Stop inching your way in. You're wearing yourself out, and it doesn't have to be this way. I'll be honest, the first 2 years of my business, I did inch my way in. It was what I needed at the time until I realized how many years it would take to hit my big goals, and I decided to stop letting my fears stop me. That was truly when everything changed for me and I became the powerful woman and mother example I always wanted to be for myself and for my kids. Yes, it is so scary to put yourself out there. It's scary to say your dreams out loud. It's scary to wonder if others will judge you because you don't just want the status quo for your family, but so much more. I remember when I joined my first mastermind, I was making the least money of anyone in the group. I was totally the underdog. Then I see these women posting in the group about having 10K and 20K months, and I was shook. Were they robbing banks? Like, what was creating this? I literally had zero idea that you could make that kind of money with an online business. But just like how your body adjusts to the cold water and it acclimates, I quickly acclimated to that level of success, and then I created my own because I was immersed in it. 12K, 17K, 25K months became my reality. And you know what that does? It creates choices, time freedom, and a life of possibility for your family. And I just want you to think right now, what would be different if you were hitting your biggest months in your business and your family dreams were coming true? How would that change things? If this episode has spoken to you, you have two opportunities. One, you can cannonball into private coaching with me, and together we will amplify your dreams for your business and family into reality. I am not going to let you inch into your business anymore, but I will show you the simplest path forward. Or you can wait for doors to reopen to expand a mentoring group in September. You'll join a group of powerful mom entrepreneurs creating more profit in less time for their family vision. For either of these, you can find out more information going to my website, happierinmotherhood.com, and I'll also put the links in the show notes. Either way, if you're here and you know you're capable of more, ask yourself, what's been holding me back? What if everything you want is just one decision away? My encouragement to you is to leap right in and be that version of you now. Okay, my love, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode.